Hey everyone, Brian with FlightDash.io. Let's take a quick look at our passenger manifest feature of FlightDash.io. So building off of the last video here where we talked about the flight status tracking, we're going to kind of build on that to see how we can get some more information on simulated passengers and their baggage. So I am in the flight status controls option here. Again, we've already gone ahead and imported our flight plan. So all of our flight data is already populated here. This needs to be done before you can do the passenger manifest feature. If any of this information is blank, then the feature isn't going to work properly. So just make sure you have information either imported or manually entered here in the flight data portion. So let's jump back over to the flight status controls, which is the little clock icon here. We're going to, again, show the flight stats banner first, and then we're also going to show passenger stats in the banner. So right now, we can see passengers checked in, and it hasn't actually started yet. And we can see out of the amount of how many passengers we're going to have, because our flight plan said there's going to be 170 of them. We don't necessarily know how many bags yet because they really haven't checked in and checked their bags. So I'm going to go ahead and click this passenger action button to begin check-ins. So this actually works. It calculates the amount of time left until boarding begins, and it will actually increment how quickly your passengers start checking in up until that time. So for this demonstration, we have 51 minutes left. It's going to take a while until that is all complete there. So we can just see one passenger checked in and they had 3 bags. So normally, this would be your part of your flight where you're getting things ready. You haven't even started boarding yet. You just come in here first and get this started, and this can kind of run in the background. So while that's doing that, let's also check out this tab here for the little icon of the passenger with his baggage. Now this is going to give you a lot more detail. This is your flight manifest. So you're going to be able to see the passengers on the left here, how many haven't checked in yet, how many are checked in. Once we get to boarding and seating and deboarding, you can kind of see an amount of passengers within each of those sort of categories. And then also their bags. So we have a manifest here of not checked in, 218 bags. Checked in, we have 9 so far bags, just went up to 10. And then once we get to the later phases, once we start boarding and whatnot, we'll be able to see how many are loaded when we land, how many are unloaded, and then once they get to baggage claim. So that's kind of the top summary section. And then as we scroll down, the application just, simulated a bunch of random names for your passengers. It gives you their seat assignments. This isn't aircraft specific right now. This is actually just giving the, basically filling all the seats in 3 seat configurations. So 3 on each side of the plane, basically 6 seats per row. So it'll just kind of take that configuration. And in the future, we might have more aircraft configurations as well, but this is just the default for now. But you'll get their seat numbers, their names, if they've checked in. So we can see that Megan actually has already checked in. Her bag is checked in. We can see some more people. They had a single bag. This person had 3 bags. Some people have 0 bags. So it's all kind of random, but they can have up to 3 bags. And you can just kind of, come in here and check on the statuses as they're checking in. So that's kind of the check-in process. Now let's navigate back to the flight status controls. So let's say, we've done some of our pre-flight checks and we're ready to start boarding. Obviously, this time is not quite accurate here, but I'm just going to go ahead and start early boarding here. So now we can see that we have started boarding, and this number is eventually going to start increasing. So it takes a little while, and we also need to jump back into the passenger manifest here. We also didn't have many checked in yet, but let's just give it a moment here and see if we start seeing any boarding. And it's usually by default about a 10-minute process, but typically what I'm going to do to speed this up a little bit, I'll show you another feature, which is nice in the event that you ever don't want to wait this long for boarding and all that to happen. Oh, I can see one bag just got boarded, so it is starting to go. So let's jump back into the controls here. We also do have this instant boarding option, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. And now we can see all the people that are checked in so far were boarded in their bags. So typically, again, you'd want to be doing this more on schedule with your time. We've only had that many passengers checked in, so we couldn't board them all yet. But this is basically where you would go ahead and do that. Now, once we land, you're going to have a similar process for begin deboarding. You'd go ahead and click that once you're ready to start deboarding your passengers. And you'll, again, start seeing their statuses changes, seeing them deboard up in this banner here and whatnot. So that's a quick overview of the passenger manifest. Thanks, everyone, for watching.